Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today is March the 5th, 2026. Thank you so much for joining me. Greatly appreciated. So excited. My friend Gail arrives today. Yay. And hopefully we'll be able to do Facebook Live tomorrow morning together. I'll get her to do a card and I'll do a card. Yeah, so excited about that. I'm just going to make sure that's tuned down. I was watching Sarah was showing us what her day looks like. So I was over on Stamping Up page there. So welcome. My name is Sharon Davies. I am an independent Stamping Up demonstrator here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I've been a demonstrator for 12 years now. Yeah, so exciting. Yeah, I think in March, it'll be my 12th year. I got to check that. It's been a while. Yeah, so with Gail being here, I'm so excited. She's going to help me put, she wants to craft is what she said. She wants to, so I says, fine, we will put the kits together for the club this month. What else will we do? And then anything else to get ready for the crop, we'll also do that too. So this card's going to probably take a little bit longer because I'm going to do some weaving with one of the baskets, and that does take a little bit longer. So let's get started. I'm just going to flip you around, and I'm just going to just show you the bundle or the suite that we're using. I'm going to put those aside. So the suite consists of a stamp set, which is this one right here, the dies, the ribbon, which I'm all out of. Mine should be in either today or tomorrow, hoping. Easter assortments. We have 2 sets of designer series paper. We have the Pleasant Pattern specialty paper, which is like a foil. And then we have the Easter Joy paper, which I'm using today. Yeah, I think that's it. So today we're going to use this basket here. We're going to use this die, and I've already pre-cut, so I use this die here to cut out some strips. We're going to cut out some grass. We're going to cut out a scalloped edge for the basket, put a bow on it, cut a bunny out, cut some eggs out. What else? I think that's about it. So without further ado, let's get started. I did some pre-work because I did emboss. Now I did 2 embossing folders. Just going to show you, and I think I know which one I'm going to, so I don't even know why I ask. Anyway. So this is the Lazy Daisy. I just love that one. That's totally spring, and I think it will work really well for the card. And then we have the All in a Row, which I really like this one too. But I think, what did I do? Oh, I did use this one on the last card. So I guess I won't do the same one. So I will do the All in a Row. And then we have some scrap paper, some designer series paper, some vellum, some more scrap paper. That's the wrong piece of vellum. And then we have our card base. So I'm just going to take our card base, and I am going to burnish it. And then I'm going to take this piece of embossed, and we're going to add it onto the card base. I love depth in my cards. I have a hard time putting blank card. Like, I can't do this and then put stuff on top. I can't. It's just not in me. I love to add dimension. I love to add texture. I like to add extra bling. So okay, question for you guys. What is your must-have on a card? And I like to do ribbon, but I don't. We'll do fake ribbon today. Let's put it that way. Do fake ribbon. Okay, so now I'm going to add that. And then the vellum's going to go on there, but we'll worry about that a little later on. And let's do some stamping. So I'm going to grab my to grab the basic black. Should I do this? Yeah. So this is my Memento, and I have it on a sponge ink pad because I like how it stamps a little bit better. So we're going to stamp the bunny. And then I'm going to stamp 2 of the Easter eggs. Just like that. And I'm going to die cut them first, and then I'll color them. Because nothing like die cutting and then, oh dear, I messed up. And all that coloring's gone to waste. That's just me. Put that there like that. And, nope, wrong one. I'll put this one. We're going to do quite a bit of die cutting today, using product from the bundle. I could have done this ahead of time, but I didn't. I have a meeting today with the girls in regards to the upcoming crop. And answer any questions they have, because they usually always have some sort of questions for me. One egg, and then we'll grab another egg. I'm gonna put these somewhere so I don't lose them. It's just amazing how some things have legs and just walk off on you, right? So I'm just gonna grab my scissors and I'm just gonna snip this piece off. Hopefully I don't need any more white, but we'll see. Okay, so I think I'm pretty safe on cutting these guys out. So now I'm going to grab, oh, I gotta put this over here. Oh, I put the wrong place. Put the tape on the magnet. So I'm gonna grab the bow. Oops. Bow's gonna go on there. I'm gonna grab some grass. Grass is going to go onto here. And then we're gonna run this through, and then we'll do the basket next. So we have the bow. We have the grass. And now I'm going to bring in the basket and the trim. So the basket, I'm going to put it this way because I want to make sure we cut it. And then the trim, which will go up. Maybe we should put some tape on this so it doesn't wander around on us. And let's just cut this out. Okay. So there's the basket. Let's just and there's the trim. Now I already pre-cut, I already had some of the strips pre-cut, but what you'll do with the strips, how I did the strips, is I put some of these back here now because I don't think I'll be using them tomorrow. Is I use this die right here and just run it through. So what I did is I took like 3 or 4 different colors and ran it through. This is one we did at the class, but today I only did 2 colors. I'm only going to do 2 colors. See, there's all the extras that we have left over. Don't like to throw them out because you never know. You just may need them, right? Okay, I don't think I'm going to use the egg, and I don't think I'm going to use the grass, but we'll see. If I do, I'll just pull it out of the dies here. Okay, just put that. I'm going to put that to the side. So I've got, I'm thinking this is Mellow Mambo and Pretty in Pink. No, this is Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink. So I'm only going to pull out 2 of each. I'm going to just keep the rest in the bag. And what we're going to do is going to weave it through these guys. And to show you how I did it is I'm going to do 2 at a time. On the first one. Okay, maybe I won't be doing 2 at a time, and then just push them all through. And then this one's going to go to the bottom. I'm going to push this one all the way up to the top. Just like that. I'm not going to keep it there, it's going to change. So now I'm going to bring in my Strawberry Slush, and I'm going to weave it in between like this. And I use my pick tool too to help me out. I'm pushing it through because it does get pretty tight, especially on the ends here. Just lift that up and just push it through, just like that. Then we're going to pull it down, and then I'm going to pull the Pretty in Pink. And then we're going to do the final Strawberry Slush. So I'm just going to push this up a bit. There we go. And then let's start to move on through. So excited yesterday. I went out and about and I picked up a few silent auction items for the crop. I do some regular, like, it's not all Stampin' Up! Because not everybody's, some of the girls that come don't all scrapbook or make cards, or some of them actually, somebody she does embroidery, which is pretty cool. And like everybody does their own thing, so I like to have a little variety of the prizes that they can win. And then I also sell extra tickets for the silent auction. We have a bingo game. See what I mean? So I'm just going to push this through. There we go. Oh, I need to get some of that plumber's tape there and get that fixed. My husband says he has some, but I just got to get him to find it for me. And we'll just put the last one through without destroying everything. There we go. So there we have. Now I'm just going to push it down so that a little bit tighter. And just do that with my nail. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to trim the excess off. And I'm going to just make sure that The ones that are on the top are a little further out. Because what we're going to do with those guys is we're going to glue them down. This one's in here nice and tight. That's a good thing. There we go. And to just trim these guys down. Just like that. And then on the, oops. Then on the end ones, we're just going to just grab a wee bit of glue and just deter it just like that. I'm not going to be too concerned about the ones in the back because we're going to add dimensionals onto those to keep them in place. Okay, so now we have this fancy, I'm going to move this out of the way. We have this fancy scalloped edge which goes at the top of the basket. Now you can dimension this or glue it down. I'm going to glue this one down. I'm just going to add some of the elements. We should see nice and tight. There we go. And I'm just flip this over and you can see there's a wee bit that's showing over the edge and we just want to make sure keep that in place. Get these guys out of the way. Okay, oops. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my grass and I'm going to glue it to the back side of the basket just like that. Okay, so we'll have all this set to the side. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, there's my bow right there. I'm going to bring in my bunny and my eggs and we're going to color those. And the bunny, all I'm going to do is I'm going to give them, I'm going to color the inside of their ear. And this is Pretty in Pink. And I'm just going to give them a wee bit of cheek. Then I'm going to bring in my light smoky slate. And I'm just going to highlight just around the edges. Just a wee, just to give them a bit of depth. There we go. Okay, so now let's assemble. Nope, we gotta color the eggs. Oh God. Almond blue. This is a bubble bath. This is lemon lolly. We're going to just do a lemon lolly at the top here. It's only got one color left, and that is Flirty Flamingo. That's going to go right here. And on this one, we'll put Flirty Flamingo here. I'll let this color in the bottom. There we go. Our eggs are all done. So now let's assemble the card. So we have some vellum here, just to give it a little bit of texture. So I'm going to put vellum in the center, and I'm going to add this piece right here. So what I'm going to do is basically where I'm going to put this, I'm going to put the vellum. So I'm going to put strips on the back of the vellum. And with vellum, yeah, you can see through it. So I just want to make sure that I'm putting it into the center. And so I don't know if you guys can see, but I can, it's not too bad. No, oh yes, you can. You can see it on a slant. You can see it's there. So now I'm going to hide that by adding this piece right here. And I'm going to, because it's shining on the background, you want to make sure that the, that it's going to stay. And I'm going to use some tear and tape. And that's going to go on like that. And now I'm going to grab the basket and my dimensionals. And add some dimensionals to the back side. And this is where I'm going to make sure I'm going to put dimensionals around the edges to keep the strips in place that are on the back side. So they shouldn't move. And then this will get placed just like that. Now the bunny's going to go into the background like that, and I'm going to glue them down. Just like that. We're going to add the eggs, also using dimensionals. Sorry, I'm just looking for my elements here, and I can't seem to find them. So I'll put one egg there like that. Oops. I'm going to use a mini dimensional for the back side. Oh, I'll have strips. Oh, there's my new one. That's going to go right there like that. I'm going to grab a mini dimensional. And that's going to go right there like that. And I have some, I did have some. These guys. Just looking to see if okay, so now I'm going to, I need some bling there. So I'm just going to add, these are the strawberry embellishments. Oops, I'm just going to put one right there. And there we have a card, and number 2. We have, this is the card that we did on Tuesday. That's today's card. And then we did this guy on Monday. Super cute. Easter. We've done 2 different bunnies. Bows, but one's not made out of ribbon. And we got some eggs. Got some elements. And there we have it. So I'm gonna let's sign off. I got a few things to do before Gail arrives. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. Greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I shall see you tomorrow. Okay, thanks for joining me. Greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. See ya. Bye.